Hello, English learners, and welcome back to the Everyday English Lab podcast. I'm Joe, and today I have a very crazy story for you. It is funny now, but at that time, it was a complete nightmare. Today's story is called My New York Nightmare. This story is perfect for two English learners because I will speak slowly, clearly, and naturally. So relax, get comfortable, and let's begin. A few years ago, I traveled to New York City for the first time. I was very excited. I watched many movies about New York. I saw the tall buildings, yellow taxis, busy streets, and bright lights on TV. I thought, wow, this city is amazing. I wanted to visit Times Square, eat pizza, ride the subway, and take many pictures. Everything sounded perfect. But unfortunately, things did not go perfectly, not at all. I arrived at the airport late at night. I was tired after a long flight. My eyes hurt, my back hurt, and I just wanted to sleep. I took my suitcase and walked outside the airport. The city was loud. Cars were honking everywhere. People were moving very fast. Some people were shouting. Honestly, I felt a little nervous, but I still thought, it's okay, Joe, this is New York. I needed to go to my hotel in Manhattan. So I called a taxi. The taxi driver looked tired too. He didn't smile. He just said, "Where are you going?" I told him the hotel address. Then we started driving. At first, everything was fine. I looked out the window and saw beautiful city lights. Huge buildings were everywhere. I felt like I was inside a movie. But then, traffic started. Very bad traffic. The taxi stopped moving. 5 minutes passed, 10 minutes passed, 20 minutes passed. We were still on the same street. The driver became angry. He hit the steering wheel and shouted, "Unbelievable!" I sat quietly in the back seat. I didn't know what to say. Then suddenly, I heard a strange sound. The taxi started shaking. The driver looked worried. And then the car completely stopped, right in the middle of the road. The taxi broke down. Yes, my taxi died in the middle of New York traffic. Cars behind us started honking loudly. People were angry. One man opened his window and shouted something. The taxi driver looked at me and said, "You need another taxi." I thought, great, just great. So there I was, in New York, at midnight, with a heavy suitcase and no taxi. It felt like a nightmare already. But wait. It gets worse. I decided to use the subway. Bad idea. Very bad idea. I carried my suitcase down the subway stairs. There were many people. Some people were singing. Some people were sleeping on benches. One man was dancing loudly for money. I was confused. I checked my phone for directions. But then, my phone battery died. Completely dead. No map, no internet, no hotel address, nothing. I just stood there in silence. I remember thinking, Joe, you are in trouble. I tried asking people for help. Some people ignored me. One woman walked away quickly. Another man spoke so fast that I understood nothing. Finally, a young guy stopped and said, "Hey man, are you okay?" I said, "I think I'm lost." He laughed kindly and helped me find the correct subway line. Honestly, he saved me. Sometimes one kind person can change your whole day or night. I got on the subway train. I sat down and relaxed a little. Finally, things were getting better. Or so I thought. After 2 stops, I noticed something terrible. My suitcase was gone. Gone. My suitcase disappeared. At first I thought maybe I moved it. Maybe it was under the seat. But no, someone took it. Inside the suitcase were my clothes, shoes, charger, and gifts. I almost screamed. I felt sick. I couldn't believe it. Now I had no phone battery, no suitcase, no idea where my hotel was, and it was after midnight. I wanted to cry, seriously. It was one of the worst travel moments of my life. Luckily, an older woman on the train saw my face. She asked, "What happened?" I explained everything slowly. She looked shocked. Then she said, "Oh, honey, you really are having a bad night." Yes, I was. She let me use her phone to call my hotel. Thankfully, I remembered the hotel name. The hotel worker gave me directions. The woman even helped me leave the subway station. People in New York can seem cold sometimes, but many people are actually very kind. I learned that during my nightmare. Finally. At almost 2 o'clock in the morning, I arrived at the hotel. I looked terrible. My clothes were dirty. My hair was messy. I was exhausted. The hotel receptionist looked at me and asked, "Long night?" I laughed and said, "You have no idea." The next morning, I woke up hungry and stressed. But then something surprising happened. The subway company found my suitcase. Yes, someone turned it in. Nothing was missing, not even the gifts. I couldn't believe it. That was the happiest moment of my trip. After that horrible first night, my vacation became much better. I visited Central Park. I ate amazing pizza. I walked around Brooklyn Bridge. I took hundreds of pictures, and slowly, I started loving New York, even after the nightmare. Now, when I think about that trip, I laugh. At that time, it felt terrible. But today, it is one of my favorite travel stories. Sometimes bad experiences become great memories later. And sometimes difficult moments teach us important lessons. For example, always charge your phone. Always keep your suitcase closed. And always stay calm when things go wrong. Thank you for listening to today's story on the Everyday English Lab podcast. I'm Joe, and I hope this story helped you practice your English listening skills in a fun and relaxing way. If you enjoyed this episode, keep practicing English every day. Little by little, you will become more confident and fluent. See you in the next episode. Bye.